Welcome to this week's episode of the Voynich Manuscript podcast.
Hey guys, this is Basil. Welcome to this week's episode of Voynich Manuscript. Today I'm joined by
Talitha!
In Angelifa.
and today we're looking up the mysteries.
No.
Sorry. And today we're looking at the creatures of Japanese myth.
Part of the Creatures of Myth series.
Yeah, what he said.
All right, and I will take over from here, Bazza.
Ah, damn it.
Um,
I thought I was doing pretty good.
So, I've got 5 creatures from Japanese mythology here, and I'm going to ask you which one you want me to explain to you first. So, Talitha,
Yes.
number from 1 to 5, please.
12.
4.
4? Alrighty.
Tricks on you, he can't count.
That's true. I can only go up to 4.
I
don't know
can't do
what
5.
Alright, so the first creature we're going to be talking about is the Sukagami. Sorry,
You mean
I'm...
the
Sukamagami.
Yeah,
Tsukumogami.
I'm... like in all of these Creatures of Myth series, apologies for pronunciation, I'm not good at
No,
it.
you need to learn. You need to train.
It's about drive.
It's
It's
okay.
about power.
We stay
It's not
hungry,
as bad as your
we
Australian
devour.
Yeah. So, Tsukumogami are basically haunted household objects. So stuff like teacups, musical instruments, and tools, and they come alive by absorbing energy from their surroundings over a long period of time.
I actually know this one.
Yeah, but this one I've kind of I try to focus on ones that are less common in like popular culture and all of that. But this time,
Yeah.
I've, with the exception of one of them, all of these are pretty well known.
Yeah.
So they might cause trouble or take revenge on their owners for abandoning them, but most are just harmless. Some stories even describe them as protectors of the home, warning their residents of danger. So this one I don't really have much else for, but I do have a few examples that I just kind of found funny. Probably the most... This is probably the most well-known one. I'm gonna cut
The
this
umbrella? Or was that
Yeah.
a different one?
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
umbrella.
was right, the umbrella. Yeah.
Casa, Baki.
Yeah, the Casa Obake, I believe. A one-legged, one-eyed umbrella with a long tongue, which is considered a suku. I'm just gonna...
Sukunagami.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not good at... I don't have a tongue in my head today.
Mood.
That's kind of necessary.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Some other examples, which I just found funny, are the Boroboroton, which is a possessed futon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Zoragami, a possessed clock.
Ah.
And the Yamaoroshi, a possessed grater.
A grater, as in like
Well, the great are good.
grating cheese?
Yeah, like a cheese grater.
Ah.
And I just found that incredibly funny. I just looked up a list of what all of them were called.
This reminds me of a
So-
TV show I've been watching.
You mean?
I watched.
Joke.
I was gonna say. I've never actually watched that. Is that any good?
It's very cheesy.
It's
Very,
extremely
very
cheesy. I've watched a few episodes. I
if
played
you're-
like
if you're
the
lactose
demo of one of the
intolerant, you're going
games.
to be on the toilet. That's how cheesy it is.
Yeah, I played like a demo for the game on the 3DS, and it was
Mm.
just like a cheap rip-off of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Actually, it was a cheap rip-off of Digimon, which is worse.
It's do.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, that is not Digimon. I haven't even watched Digimon. I know that's not it.
I know.
I've watched one series of Digimon, and I really enjoyed it, actually. I never played any of the games, though.
Yeah.
Alright. That's pretty much all I have for them. As Bazik can see, they've got the list in front of them, so I'll just keep going to you, Talitha. 1 to 4, please.
100.
2.
2? This next one is the Tanuki.
Tanukis! I love them. Little
Yep.
raccoon dogs.
So, Tanuki are a Japanese. Well, they live in Southeast Asia, like you said, raccoon dogs. They exist in real life, but are supposed to possess magical powers like a spirit. They can transform.
That's the spirit.
They can transform its physical form to be anything from a dog to a log, to a statue, or even a human.
Yeah.
It's
They're little trickster spirits, aren't they?
yeah. The next sentence was the Tanuki's true goal in doing so is simply to make others feel and look stupid.
Just like you.
I hope you realize in this episode I'm going to be accidentally ruining your ability to tell these.
Oh, this is why I wanted Jacob on, but it was his birthday and he wanted a week off.
man.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Well, it was your birthday earlier this week, wasn't it?
How old is Jacob?
I think
20.
he just turned 20.
He's old like me.
What day is his birthday?
The 11th, so yesterday, dating this podcast immediately.
Okay.
I'm older
Yeah,
than you.
I'm the 8th.
Yeah, my sister is the 10th, so...
Wow, we really are a sandwich of February.
Yeah, a February sandwich.
My little brother's is like the 26th of February. So.
And my cousin my nephew that just got born was 28th of January, I think, or 27th.
My
13th of January.
My brother's partner is the 18th of February.
Nice. Is she a bitch?
No, what?
Straight out of the gate, no warning. Is she a bitch?
Asking the real questions here.
No, we love her. We love her. She's great. Excellent.
When she's there.
Yeah. Behind her back, though. Oof.
Jesus. You're saying that because she listens to the podcast, right?
Yeah, she's an avid listener, correct?
Oh yeah, she wouldn't miss an episode for the world.
Yeah. So Tanuki need to place a leaf on top of their head in order to transform.
Like Mario.
What?
Yes.
Oh wait, Tanuki Mario.
That's exactly correct.
I didn't realize that. Yeah.
So cool. Okay.
You could not have made a better reference there.
Yeah, you really couldn't have.
I was just like, oh.
Additionally, one of the more unusual traits of the Tanuki
I just call him Cap.
is its large, malleable testicles.
Yes, that is
will...
a very big part of it.
This is why Finn loves Tanuki. Testicles.
Balls. The Tanuki will often transform their testicles to become other things such as drums, boats, weapons, or even parachutes if needed.
It would really, really hurt.
Yes.
Some on testicles.
I actually think I have it, but one of the websites I used, they actually referenced a Studio Ghibli film that references, Pompoko, which is about Tanuki.
I need to jump in here, Finn.
No.
Go on. Is it about pronunciation or?
No. So you've introduced these as Tanuki, right? You've mentioned they're a real animal. First off, didn't actually know that. But
I can post a picture of a real animal if you want.
Yeah, do it. You want your waist
Yeah, please do. It's like when I found out a quokka exists. I'm like, what? That's a thing.
They're not just in insurance ads.
That's a quokka.
That's a cute creature that exists. So when they're just a regular animal, they're called Tanuki, right? But when they're oh my god, that's so cute.
It's adorable.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so cute. Listeners, please look up what a tanuki looks like, please. Anyway, so my point being, when they're yokai, they're called bake danuki.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just that just is what the spiritual tanuki is called. I'm pretty sure. Comments, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, and all the websites I looked at,
5-star review.
None of them mentioned that. Also,
it's just a spiritual tanuki. It's just called a bake danuki. Ignore my pronunciation today. I can't speak for the life of me.
Can I just quickly say that the credit for that photo is Tanuki are shapeshifters skis.
You picked they.
I thought I'd bring that up because I thought it was funny. So the last thing about Tanuki I have, Tanuki have addictive natures, which is why they are encouraged not to take the form of humans for too long. In many cases, Tanuki have been known to become addicted to alcohol, tobacco, or gambling.
I'm looking at you, Craig. You look suspiciously like a tanuki right now.
Yeah, Craig.
He is a bear, which
Craig,
is
you are a tanuki.
Not what a tanuki is, but close enough.
I don't know. Look at those beady little Craig eyes.
Yeah.
Beady Craig eyes.
Always coming to Alcoholics Anonymous and saying that he's recording.
Or with your giant testicles that you use as drums.
What a sick man Craig is.
Yeah, you sit there in silence. No, don't defend yourself.
Yeah. Don't you dare say you're now recording. Mm-mm.
Now recording.
Shut the fuck up, Craig.
All right. 1, 2, or 3?
1.
This one is Kitsune.
Kitsune.
So, I kind of thought you'd go with number 1 first, and
you have a lot of reliability of me conforming to.
Yeah. Well, I thought you'd pick it before you'd pick Tanuki because, like, I've got a bunch of reference to the previous paragraph.
Aren't Tanukis and Kitsune, don't they have rivalries?
I think I read that somewhere, but
I think it's specific. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's specifically Nogitsune that have rivalries with Tanuki.
I'm not going to correct you because I don't know if you're wrong. So
yeah, I don't know if you have it written down because I'm pretty sure there's different kinds of Kitsune, like spiritual ones.
I mean, I've only this because this is 5 short paragraphs. There's only 2 or 3 paragraphs for each creature, so I don't have it's not extensive, but
Tanukis aren't real. It's only a Mario thing.
All right, so yeah, Kitsune. In Japanese folklore, Kitsune are depicted as intelligent and possessing magical abilities. Because Kitsune are fox-like spirits, the foxes were once thought to be messengers of divine beings.
Mm-hmm.
It was believed that foxes could take human forms, usually the shape of a beautiful woman. However, they are often depicted as clever tricksters rather than evil monsters.
This is true. You are correct.
It is said that with age, a kitsune grows wiser, and for every 100 years a kitsune lives, it grows an extra tail. However, the lifespan of a kitsune is less than 1,000 years, and so the maximum number of tails a kitsune will ever have is 9 or less.
Very true. When they hit 9 tails, don't they also turn white, or was it golden?
I think it might be golden, but I'm not 100%.
I'm going to double check that, actually.
Yeah, if you want to quickly Google that. The nine-tailed fox is a recurring theme in popular culture, as seen in the Pokemon Ninetales. And you can back me up, and the Naruto series.
I'll say that.
Yeah. The idea of the nine-tailed fox can also be seen in China, where they are believed to be omens. Nice. And do you have any further information about Kitsune?
I very much so do.
Go for it.
So it turns out when they gain their ninth tail, they can turn either white or golden, and they become a tenko, which is a heavenly fox. Also, I just wanted to double check myself on Nogitsune and Kitsune. I was right. They are two different things. So Kitsune are considered good foxes. They essentially are associated with Inari, which is the fox god. And Nogitsune are the quote-unquote bad foxes. They're the mischievous and malicious ones.
Right.
And they're sometimes called Yako. So,
right. Unless anyone has anything else to add about Kitsune?
I reckon
not that I can think of off the top of my head.
I reckon it kind of becomes a pain in the ass once you have like more than one tail.
I don't know. I think it'd be pre-based.
Oh, you could braid your tails.
Yeah.
Would that hurt?
A bit, probably.
You know what happens when I don't know if it's the same for dogs, but if a cat breaks their tail and it's unsalvageable, they have to have their tail amputated. So I imagine if you were a kitsune and you broke a tail, you might lose one of your lauded tails.
I think I read somewhere, I didn't write it down, but I do think I read somewhere that sometimes kitsune, when they transform into humans, got drunk and gave their tails away.
I'm pretty sure that is a thing.
Let me have a look in. Yeah, here we go. Kitsune are renowned to take the form of beautiful women and live the lives of humans. However, it's said that if a kitsune gets careless or perhaps indulges in alcohol, their tail will pop out and give them away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they keep it under their kimono, but I could be wrong.
Alrighty, so 1 or 2, Talitha?
I've already done 2, haven't? Yeah.
Like, no, I'm just going down. There's 2 options left.
12.
5.
3 or 5 then?
5.
5?
I just learned how to count that high.
Oh yeah, let's go.
The next one we're looking at is the kappa.
Kappa! Yes.
So, Japanese summers are infamously hot, and sometimes the beckoning call of a glistening cool riverbed might just be too great a temptation to resist. However, you're best refrain to taking such a dive, because surely there's a kappa lurking, waiting for you to get a little too close. If you do, the kappa will drag you into your watery grave, never to be seen again. They look... I read in a thing, and I just loved this quote too much. Somewhat of a cross between a turtle and a monkey. This is one scaly encounter you're best to avoid.
We love that marketing pitch for the kappa.
Yeah. Marketing pitch.
I mean, selling me the cup already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the top of their heads.
And a turtle? Fuck yeah, sign me up.
I actually did see a picture, and it did just look like a monkey turtle. Is this? I think this is the one I was thinking of. Usually, you and Sky having a conversation in the chat while I'm posting, useful pictures.
Yeah, I need to read this chat now. Hold on.
I deleted a message on the. He looks.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
I love that.
Oh.
I love that. That's actually such a good drawing of that kappa.
I'd want to share a bed with him. Oh.
I've got a few others.
Oh, if I could draw like that.
You know who is a good artist?
And there's the last one from
Ali.
This is true. Didn't she just do a commission for you?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Good commission as well.
Yeah, it's really good. I still gotta pay her when I'm not having to pay fucking water bills. But yeah.
Speaking of water, kappa.
See, on the top of their head, they have a hollow plate that it's full of water while they're on land. If they bow too far forward, the water will spill, and they'll be forced to serve your bidding if you trick one into spilling their water.
I thought they died if the water came out.
I would just like look them right in the eye and just slowly pour the water out.
just make them bend. Fuck you.
No, get the world's longest straw.
Fucking curly straw.
Stick it in their head, in the plate, and just all of the water.
I'll assert my dominance.
Assert your dominance by drinking the copperhead water.
Yep.
Yeah.
So no, my mistake. It's just this one source. I'm reading my other sources now, and yeah, it's just the one source about the Serbia bid. The rest of them are like it'll either incredibly weaken them or just kill them.
What source?
Yeah, I was pretty sure it dies if it loses the water.
Yeah.
That's why they don't venture too far away from the water, right? And you bring them cucumbers to honor and appease them, don't you? Next
paragraph. For some reason, camels are said to love cucumbers. If you ever suspect an angry capers in nearby waters, offer a cucumber.
I would have said, bring a cucumber.
Break it,
right in front of them. Take a bite out of the cucumber and stick the world's longest curly straw into their head.
And just go...
Drink it while you...
I mean, isn't it like in Japanese culture, slurping show like is a sign of you enjoying something?
When you're eating ramen.
You do not slurp this caper's head.
Just
go. Fuck you.
I keep on stealing your thunder with these paragraphs.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy that someone actually knows shit about the thing I talk about.
Yeah, it must be a different feeling for you, considering usually we're like, what happens next in this elaborate mystery? We have no
this wacky tale.
You know what all of these myths have in common so far?
What?
Soviets.
Fuck.
Well, we haven't tied any Soviets into these yokai yet.
Yeah. Yokai are made by the Soviets.
No, the yokai rule the Soviets.
Oh. Yeah. We established last episode that I've ruled the Soviets.
You're a puppet.
Yokai are
You're a figurehead, Finn.
The Soviets are actually scared of the yokai.
The yokai can't just come out and say that they're the leaders of the Soviets. They have to use a human stand-in. And the kitsune and tanuki can't risk themselves to be the figureheads, because the kitsune might give themselves away by revealing their tail, and the tanuki might, Baka Tanuki might give themselves some kind of addiction to gambling or alcohol.
Or just drop their balls.
Yeah. And so they need a figurehead, and you're their chosen puppet.
I'm the chosen one.
But yeah. Oh yeah. Do you have any more about the copper that you have before I steal any more of your thunder?
Go ahead and steal all the thunder you want.
Okay, so I used to be high-key addicted to watching River Monsters as a kid.
I remember that show.
Yeah, River Monsters, iconic. Used to watch it to go to sleep every night.
Mm-hmm.
So in one episode, you know how Jeremy Wade would sometimes find a mythological entity from various cultures, and he would
look for the Loch Ness monster once.
Yeah, Loch Ness monster, Greenland shark. Well, not spoilers. So what?
For river monsters?
Yeah, I just spoiled what he thinks the Loch Ness monster is.
Oh, he thought it was a Greenland shark.
Yeah. So he for people who haven't watched River Monsters, he has episodes where he goes to different countries to try to figure out what some of their mythological creatures were based around in their folklore. So an example that I just spoiled, he thinks that the Loch Ness monster is actually a Greenland shark coming up occasionally from the depths. They have a very long lifespan. I think it was 300 to 500 years. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Did you just send a gif of a fish? So for Kappa, he tried to figure out what the Kappa was, and he came to the conclusion, I believe, from memory, that it was the Japanese giant salamander. Which sometimes, so in the myths, they were told to young children that if, I'm getting really hypnotized by this gif, I need to stop looking at it, that if they went to the waterfront, they might be grabbed and drowned by a kappa. And I think, from memory, Jeremy Wade proved that kappa would have the strength to possibly grab a child by the foot and yank them under the water. So, if you actually look up a giant Japanese salamander, I'm pretty sure it's that one, and just take a look at it and tell me that wouldn't have the strength to pull a small child into water.
Giant Japanese.
I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, I've got the picture from River Monsters.
Yeah, and they don't really leave the water all that much by the river. They do, I'm pretty sure, but not very far. So
Jesus, big.
That would lend to the yokai. So that's where he believes the yokai originated from. Yeah, I know, it's fucking massive.
It's a chunky boy.
It is a chunky boy. Viewers at home, look up giant Japanese salamander. Is that a tigerfish you just posted? No, not a tigerfish, sorry. I don't remember what type of fish that is.
That's the River Monsters there.
Yeah, I know, but...
No, it's Jeremy Wade.
Yeah, Jeremy Wade.
He is the River Monster.
Honestly. All fish fear him.
Fish fear him, women want him.
Too true. But yeah, that's some of my general knowledge about the kappa.
All right. And I think that leaves us with one last creature.
Number 3, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want in your Burger King burger is foot lettuce. But that might just be what you get.
I was going to let that play out.
I can't remember the rest of it.
On April 13th of 2015, some guys working at a Burger King posted a photo
with his feet in their Burger King lettuce.
I want my burger without foot fungus.
What an iconic video.
So our last thing we'll be discussing is the Yatagarasu.
Hold on, let me look back up at that. Yeah, close enough.
Here's a picture of it. The Yatagarasu is a 3-legged crow, and it's the messenger and confidant of the goddess of the sun. According to
they're government spies, guys. Come on.
That is a dated reference. It's like, what were we, year 10?
We're talking about
the crows. Crows are government spies. We made that joke in year 10.
Yeah. Everyone knows that crows are government spies.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
They're not natural.
Anyway, according to some of Japan's oldest legends, Yatagarasu led the first emperor of Japan through the mountains to where he would be able to establish the Kingdom of Japan. Throughout history, Yatagarasu has also helped countless heroes and leaders discover sacred sites, find hidden truths, and uncover the weakness of savage enemies. Yatagarasu also appears in Chinese and Korean folklore as well. In both cultures, he is depicted as symbolizing the sun and is greatly respected and venerated.
You know who is now greatly respected and venerated in Korea?
If you say Kim Jong-un.
K-pop.
K-pop!
While crows are typically regarded with wariness and suspicion in the West, on account of Yatagarasu seeing crows in Japan is actually thought as a good omen and a sign that fortune is coming your way.
It is.
Well, crows meant to be like a sign of death.
No, actually, they're a good omen.
It's a sign that someone left their picnic.
I'm pretty sure
picnic basket.
Actually, I remember in primary school constantly watching crows open up lunch boxes of kids who left their lunch boxes in the playground. It was pretty trippy because they know how to open up zippers. They know how to open up those really, really tight containers. They're really, really smart.
They are shockingly smart.
I know. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure even in the West, crows are considered a good omen. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong, comments.
Because
the 5-star review.
Seeing a dead crow is actually a good omen, and it's a sign that change is about to happen.
Yeah, that's a dead crow, not an alive one.
Yeah, no, but I know that seeing a dead crow is that. I'm not quite sure about an alive one, but I know in Japan it's a good omen.
Well, unless anyone else has anything to... I don't have any theories for these because this isn't like a theorizable episode.
Well, Jeremy Wade would beg to differ.
The yokai are in the Soviets.
All right. Well, unless anyone else has anything else to say.
Yeah, no, I don't have any theories, and I'm not as I have heard of this one vaguely, but not enough depth to like be able to speak to it, you know?
All right, then I actually have a couple of announcements.
Yeah, let's go.
First off, next month's episode of Creatures of Myth will be about creatures of Canadian myth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And the second announcement is that for the next 3 weeks, we'll actually have a surprise, because I won't be the host for the next 3 weeks. We'll have a guest host.
Yes. So the going to get 10
who's
times
the
better.
guest?
You'll have to wait and find out.
See, I say this like I know who the guest host is. I have no clue.
I do. I know who.
Yeah, I think Brendan and Nico and the host. So you just ruled 2 people out.
Drop.
I am the host.
Yeah, drop a guess in chat.
No. Just drop
5-star review on iTunes.
I demand to know. I may be a listener of this podcast. I demand knowledge.
When Craig leaves, I'll tell you.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Craig is a snitch.
Craig's a snitch who will forget to edit it out. And with that, I think we're finished with the episode. So I've been Finn.
I've been Talitha.
And this has been Bazza.
Time to go back in the basement.
Yeah, time to go back in the basement, Bazza.
Time to have like 20 ciggies. Let's go.
It's not well ventilated down there.
Yeah, it just smells
that
like
makes it better, his hotboxing.
Yeah, hotboxing of Doris. Alright, well, thank you all for listening, and see you next week. Bye!
Bye!